What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's 55 of my 120. I know I had a discussion for you guys today, but I forgot it. My secondary thought, though, if you guys don't know about podcasts yet, you need to get on podcasts. You need to start listening to podcasts. Like I said, I don't listen to a whole lot of music anymore, but I still do, just not a lot. I really have gotten into podcasts, though, and it might not be for you guys. I'm a reader. I like to read a lot, so that's why I've gotten into podcasts. I listen to a lot of fictional story stuff, podcasts, and I'll name a few for you guys. I don't know if I really can. I'm definitely not sponsored or being paid to name off any of these. I just want to share them with you guys. I don't just listen to stories. I listen to all sorts of stuff, but we'll go into my library. I'd say the first few podcasts that I actually got into would probably be, not Serial, it was a true crime podcast. Charmaine actually got me on these. It was it true? It wasn't true crime. What was it? Case File. And if you guys have been on the channel for a while, one of my Gangway watches, I talked about one of the stories of Case File. They're, from what I know of, and I've even done research on some of them, but they're true stories, gruesome true stories. Some of them you don't even want to listen to, honestly, but I've listened to every single Case File, and it brings you into some dark places, guys. Obviously, the Joe Rogan Experience, that one actually took me a while to get into, because he doesn't title his, you don't know what the podcast is necessarily going to be about. He might say who's in it, but unless you know the person, then you have no idea what they're going to talk about. And even if you know the person, you still have no idea what they're going to talk about. It goes left and right all over the place. They're just good conversations, but it took me a while to get into it, because first I had to find people I knew that he was talking to. Not personally, of course, just names that I knew. And then I started getting into just all of them. But I mostly listen to Joe, because the Joe Rogan ones are 2 to 3 hour long. Those I listen to if I'm needle gunning. Just some background noise, little discussions here and there. But one big one for personal finance people: Listen Money Matters. LMM. Listen Money Matters. It's really good. It's actually 3 of them. It's 2 of them, but if you notice, there's a voice change, because one of them leaves, another dude steps in, that dude leaves, and then another guy steps back in. But basically, 2 dudes, they start off the podcast drinking beer and talking about their whatever beer they're drinking, and then through the years, I think it actually grows into, they're trying to live healthier lives and whatever, but you don't notice that for the first year or so. But if you're into personal finance, definitely go check out Listen Money Matters. I tried to get into Dave Ramsey's, and I find his is too in your face, where he's if you're not doing this, you're wrong. You need to do this. You need to do this. Don't tell me what to do. even if the advice is right, it's too in your face. Listen Money Matters, the guys kind of, they share with what they're doing and what's working for them. They're not financial advisors, they're just really into personal finance, so it's, they do their research on what they're doing. People send in stuff and they might do research into it and kind of share their thoughts on it, whatever, but it's really good. I just got into Bigger Pockets. Both, there's like Bigger Pockets, I think, Bigger Pockets Money, which is personal finance. And then I haven't started any of these yet, but it's Bigger Pockets Real Estate. We'll see how that is. A guy on here actually just suggested Bigger Pockets, and apparently it's new and up and coming. But what got me into stories was We're Alive. W-E-R-E, We're Alive. We're Alive. We're Alive Gold Rush. Now, if you're into zombie stuff, We're Alive Gold Rush is like, it's like The Walking Dead with a whole new setup and a whole storyline that's, man, I got stuck into it. I was listening to like 5 episodes a day, going deep. Blackout. Blackout's a newer one. It's got, what's his name? Remy something from, what's that TV show? Robot? I'm Robot? I don't know, Remy something. But, it's a good story. It's about this little town, and basically they have a blackout, and there's like a secret organization that's doing it. I'm not gonna tell you everything. Serial, another true crime one. Money Lab, for people that are trying to start online businesses or whatever. And Money Lab is made by one of the original guys from Listen Money Matters. A whole bunch of other ones, but some of these I haven't listened to yet. But podcasts, guys. I'll tell you what, podcasts have changed my life. Probably the main reason why I stopped listening to music, because you can listen to podcasts on just about anything. You could listen to stories, you could listen to personal finance, entrepreneur stuff, business stuff, real estate stuff. There's one I listened to for a little while, but stopped. It's Dan Carlin. He's got a history podcast, history stuff, earth stuff. I mean, you could listen to a podcast on anything you're interested in, and then it's like a rabbit hole. It's just like YouTube. You find one, and it leads you to another, and then sooner or later you're looking up something that you're interested in, that leads you. It goes on and on and on. So if you don't know about podcasts yet, get on it. And before you come out to a ship, highly suggested, because here I have internet, but it can be wishy-washy sometimes. And obviously if you're in a transit over the water, you're not going to have internet. So go download as many podcasts as your phone will hold before you go on a trip. Because music's music, If you don't have internet, you're stuck listening to the same music over and over and over and over. Where podcasts, I don't want to say makes me feel less alone, but hearing, educational conversations or even fictional conversations, fictional stories, it's a whole lot nicer for me to put my mind somewhere else. And then podcasts and stories and these discussions, like the Joe Rogan Experience or whatever, they do a way better job of bringing your thoughts elsewhere, in my own opinion, than music does. Music brings in feelings. You know, music brings you into certain moods, different types of moods, you know, and that's why people, like, I don't know, me, that's why, you know, I listen to certain music when I work out or when I'm doing certain activities. But podcasts it's like it doesn't put me in any type of mood. It puts me in a thinking area, a thinking mood. It puts me in a thinking mood where I'd rather be in a thinking mood than a mood that music puts me in. You know, either a happy mood or a lovey mood or a workout mood or whatever. I want to be in a constructive mind mood for my spare time. And that's what podcasts do. Get into it. I'm serious. Day 55. Please subscribe, like, share, comment. Oh, why haven't I been doing that? I could be helping out with some of these comments I've been getting, comments and questions. I'll look up a comment or a question on my channel, and those will be my backup discussions. I'm out.